Today we discuss in the mathematics the term absolute value and real number system. So we start here absolute value of real number system. Real number system. What is absolute value? What is the meaning of absolute value in mathematics? The absolute value of any real number, suppose x is a real number, then the absolute value of that real number is denoted by mod x. And mod x is the absolute value. Okay? And this is equal to, it gives the value x if x is greater than equal to 0. And it gives value minus x if x is less than 0. So this is the definition of absolute value for a real number. Okay? So look at here. There are some properties for absolute value. Okay? Properties of absolute value. A very important property for the absolute value is that the absolute value, if we want to find the absolute value of x plus minus iy, then it can be written as, by this inequality, this value is less than equal to mod x plus mod y, and x plus minus y is greater than equal to mod of x minus mod of y. Means that if we want to find x plus minus y, then when we break this mod over x and y, we get an inequality less than equal to. In such situation, we get this inequality. Okay? Now, what is the meaning of this? If the absolute value of a real number is less than equal to alpha, then what is the meaning of this? It means that, or it implies that the value of x is lies between alpha and minus alpha. Okay? Means mod x is less than equal to alpha. It means that x lies between minus alpha to alpha. Or in interval form, we can say that x belongs to this closed interval minus alpha to alpha. Okay? Now, another property. If somewhere is written like that, the absolute value for a real number is greater than equal to alpha. Is greater than equal to alpha. Then what about the x? This implies that x is greater than equal to alpha, or x is less than equal to minus alpha. Okay? In such a situation, we find that x is greater than equal to alpha, or x is less than equal to minus alpha. Now, suppose if you want to find the absolute value of product of two real numbers, then it breaks like this by this equation, mod x and mod y. There is no inequality. If you want to find the value of x by y, then it can be written as absolute value of x divided by absolute value of y, provided the condition is that y is different from 0, otherwise it is not defined. So these are the absolute value for a real number system, for a real number. Okay? Now, find the value of x for which mod x minus 5 and plus mod x minus 10 equals 0. Okay? We know that the magnitude or mod of any real number is always positive or equal to 0. This is also positive, this is also positive, and sum of two positive numbers equal to 0 is possible in only in that case when x minus 5 is also equal to 0 and x minus 10 is also equal to 0. Means that these two real numbers simultaneously vanishes. In such a case we can say that this holds. Okay, so from there it is valid solution, very simple. Okay, it is valid if x minus 5 and x minus 10 equals 0. Okay, and very important, both are simultaneously 0, means that x equal to 5 and x equal to 10. So from this equation we get the value of x equal to 5 or x equal to 10. Now we do some another question. Another question we do. Question. Find value of x. Find value of x for which mod 2x minus 3 is less than 1. Okay. What is the value of x? What is the possibility for x for which this value is less than 1? Okay. This is the inequality. So how we find? In the definition or in the property of mod, we know that if a mod of any real number is less than alpha, then x lies between alpha and minus alpha. We know it. Okay. So on the basis of this, we can take this 2x minus 3 is less than 1 and greater than minus 1. Okay. If we add 3 in all these, 2x, 4 each. This is, we add 3, so this is 2. Okay. So x, if we divide by 2, so x, this and this. So implies that x belongs between 1 to 2. This is the open interval. Okay. About interval, we find the value of x. X is 1 and 2. Okay. What is the meaning of interval? Now, see, look at here. If anywhere it is written A and B, here this is the small bracket, this is also a small bracket or open bracket. It means that this is the collection of all those real numbers which lies between this. Means that this is a collection of all those real numbers whose value is greater than A and less than B. If somewhere is written like this A and B in a closed bracket, it means that this is the collection of all those real numbers whose value is less than B are equal to B and greater than equal to A are equal to A. Okay, so this is called open interval, and it is called closed interval. So here we get here x lies between 1 to 2, so we can write here x belongs to 1 and 2. There is no problem. Okay, now we discuss another question. Solve mod x square minus 7x plus 12 and this is greater than equal to x square minus 7x plus 12. Means that for which value of x this inequality holds. Good. Okay. So for which value of x this holds good. Here it is the absolute value of this and this is the exact value of that. The absolute value is greater than this value. It means that it is valid. If we solve this, then this is valid in only in that case when we take x square minus 7x plus 12 is less than 0. Otherwise it is not valid. Okay, means that if there is a real number, suppose that real number is x and this x is greater than x, it means that x is negative. It means that x is negative. Otherwise, it is not valid. Okay? You can take by a digit. Suppose you can take -5. So its magnitude is greater than -5. So this is valid only in such a situation when we take x is negative. So from here we get x square minus 7x plus 12 is negative. Okay? From here we can find its two factor, and after factorization x minus 4 and x minus 3, this is less than 0. The product of two number is negative. It means that simultaneously it cannot have the same sign. When x minus 4 have positive sign, in such a situation x minus 3 have a negative sign. If x minus 3 have positive sign, then in such a case x minus 4 have a negative sign. Okay, so there are two cases. Case number 1 is that if x minus 4 is greater than 0 and x minus 3 is less than 0, in that case we find x is greater than 4 and x is less than 3. Okay, so we get here. Now this is the first case where this is negative. If we take case number 2, in this, if x minus 4 is negative, means the first factor we take negative, then second factor we take as positive. Okay, so from here x is less than 4 and x is greater than 3. Okay, so in these two situations we get this is greater than this. Okay, now we do some another interesting questions on inequality. Suppose we take equality for which value of x, sin x, the absolute value of sin x is equal to sin x plus 1. Okay, for which value of x these inequality vary. So mod sin x equal to sin x plus 1. Okay, so look at here. It is valid only in such a situation when sin x gives negative value. Okay, otherwise we know that the value of sin x lies between these two numbers 1 and minus 1. Suppose when it gives the maximum value 1, in such a situation 1 and 1 equal to 2, so it is not possible. Means that in all situations if sin x have negative value, in such a situation the overall value is less than 1. Okay, so this is possible only, this equation is possible only when sin x is negative, otherwise it is not possible. So from here, this is the question. Now solution. This equation is valid. This is valid for sin x is negative. If sin x is negative, then it is valid, otherwise it is not valid. So when sin x is negative, then mod of sin x gives minus sin x by the definition of mod x, and this equal to sin x plus 1. So we get the value minus 1 equal to 2 sin x, and we get the value sin x equals minus half. Now we know about the general formula. If sin x equal to sin alpha, recall that sin x equal to sin alpha, then what is the general value of x? Then the general value of x equal to n pi plus minus 1 to the power n into alpha, where n is integer. Similarly, sin x equal to minus half. So from here we get general value of x. This equal to n pi minus 1 to the power n into pi by 6. Okay, since pi by 6 gives the value 1 by 2. Due to minus sign, we take here minus. Okay, there is no problem. Now we discuss another question on the basis of inequality. So we discuss another question. Solve x square minus 2 mod x and minus 3 equals 0. Then this is valid for which value of x? It is valid for which value of x? Here, whenever x is inside this modulus value, we take two cases. In first case, if we take case number 1, suppose x is greater than equal to 0. If x is greater than equal to 0, then in such a case what will happen? Mod x equal to x. So it becomes x square minus 2x minus 3 equals 0. Okay. So in such situation, we find two solutions, x equal to 3 and minus 1. These are the two solutions of this quadratic equation. Okay, 3 and minus 1. But in our case, x is always greater than or equal to 0. So how it is possible x equal to minus 1? So this value is not valid. So from here we get the value x equal to 3. So in first case we find the value x equal to 3. Means that for x equal to 3 this is valid. Now if we take case number 2, in case number 2 we suppose x is less than equal to 0. When we take x is less than equal to 0, it means that the above equation can be written as this plus 2x minus 3 equals 0. Now we find a 2 root, and now in such situation we get 2 root 1 and minus 3. So x equal to 1 and minus 3 is its root. Look at here. In this situation x is less than equal to 0. But here we find x equal to 1 which is not less than equal to 0. So x equal to 1 is not valid. So from here we get x equal to minus 3. So overall solution is that this is valid for x equal to 3 and x equal to minus 3. Okay. Now we discuss some another question. Now we discuss a question. Question is that mod x equal to x plus 5 and mod x equal to x minus 5. Now we want to find, suppose this is A and this is the condition number B. Now we want to find when the solution of first exists and when the solution of x exists. Means for which value of x it exists, A exists, and for which value of x B exists. Okay. So in E, if we solve it, there are two choices for x. In case number 1, if this is negative, then in such case this equal to minus x equal to x plus 5. So we get 2x equal to minus 5. So x equal to minus 5 by 2. The one value of x is minus 5 by 2. In second situation, in case number 2, if x is greater than equal to 0, then what will happen? In this situation, we take here not equal to 0, at x equal to 0, we get absurd result. Means that x equal to 0, we do not find any solution. We can take here also strictly greater than 0. Okay. So from here we find x equals x plus 5. Means that 0 equal to 5, which is absurd. It means that in the situation when x is greater than 0, or we can say that on the right hand side of the real line, we do not get the solution of this. Okay. The solution exists only for x equal to minus 5 by 2. Okay. Similarly, we can discuss for B. If for case number B, case number 1, if x is greater than equal to 0, then this equal to x minus 5. So 0 equal to minus 5, which is also absurd result. So it is not possible. Similarly, if we take case number 2, in case number 2, what will happen? If we take x is less than equal to 0, then x equal to minus x equal to, if we take like this, if we take this, because at 0, this is not valid also. We can write down, but this is not valid. Okay. So minus x equal to x minus 5. So here 2x equal to 5 or x equal to 5 by 2. Okay, so this is valid only for x equal to 5 by 2, for negative x equal to 5 by 2. Okay, so when we take x is positive, then we get this absurd result. When x is negative, so in such a situation we take this. Okay, now x equal to 5 by 2. But here x is negative. So when x is negative, then it gives minus x and this equal to x. So we take this on right side, this is 2x and this equal to 5, so x equal to 5 by 2. But in case number 2, x is negative and x equal to 5 by 2, so this is no solution. It also gives no solution.